guys, it's so good to be here again. Thank you so much for always being here. You know how we do it. It is always exciting to give you trending, exciting, reliable, and authentic happenings in Nigeria and more. And guess what is happening? Magu and Malami clashed over sales of seized assets. Things are getting tougher and tougher by the day, and fresh facts have emerged on the alleged sale of forfeited assets by the Office of the Attorney General of the Federation and the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, which pitted the two government institutions against each other. You can see it is getting tougher now. SGF is, getting involved. If you follow us in the recent happenings and reports that we dropped, you will see that Bangoshe said that if if Magu decides to open up and begin to mention name, then Nigeria will blow up. And really, it is likely going to happen because some fishy things are beginning to manifest. And of course, that is what we're about to bring to you. Yes, before I bring you details of this, if you haven't subscribed, please ensure you hit the subscribe button immediately and also turn on the notification bell. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Yes, always give us a thumbs up because that is the only way we know you saw our video and you liked it. Okay, let us get right into the details of this report. Investigations by one of our correspondents reveal that the Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice Abubakar Malami San and the suspended EFCC acting chairman Ibrahim Magu at different times gave separate authorization for the sales of seized assets, rather than harmonize the disposal of assets forfeited by alleged looters and other individuals arraigned on charges of financial and cyber crimes. Finding indicated that their respective officers had separately invited auctioneers to bid for the sale of luxury homes, cars, trucks, sea vessels, crude oil, and other valuables running into billions of naira. The Ministry of Justice and the EFCC had placed several auctions notices in the Federal Tenders Journal and other media inviting the public for auction sales of some seized assets. In February 2018, for instance, the ministry placed an advertisement inviting auctioneers, marine engineers, valuers, and consultants for valuation and disposal of vessels, ships, boats, trucks, vehicles, petroleum products. The notice was placed on subscription-based online portal, and the online portal was https://234business.com. The ministry hinged the move on the decision of the federal government to clear its territorial waters, ports, dockyard, agency, offices and stations, and highways of obsolete and unauthorized vessels, barges, boats, ships, trucks, vehicles, and cargo in furtherance of national security, federation, and recovery of its assets policy. On December 19, 2019, the Anti-Graft Agency auctioned 244 trailers and tankers forfeited to the federal government by illegal oil dealers. 11 auctioneers participated in that bid. The exercise was inaugurated by the Commission's Secretary, Mr. Ola Olukoyede, together with a team of senior officers at the EFCC Zonal Office in Port Harcourt, Rivers State. The agency issued a press statement on exercise. A copy of the notice was also published on its website. In November 2019, Magu also announced that his agency would contract international auction houses to sell the jewelry reportedly worth $40 million recovered from ex-petroleum minister Mrs. Desiani Alison Madueke, together with seizure made from internet fraudsters, having secured a forfeiture order from the Federal High Court on September 10. Magu stated this during a conference at the Lagos office of the Commission, where he briefed the stakeholders on the crusade against cybercrime and fraudsters. The jewelry includes 419 bangles, 315 rings, 304 earrings, 267 necklaces, 189 wristwatches, 174 earrings, 78 bracelets, 74 brooches, and 74 pendants, as well as luxury houses in Nigeria, United States, and in the United Kingdom. Sources said the refusal of Magu to involve the AGF in the disposal of the forfeited assets largely informed the rift between them, which led Malami to write a memo to the President, Major General Muhammadu Buhari, retired, in which he reportedly leveled 22 allegations against the embattled EFCC boss, who is a commissioner of police. Following the development, the president set up a fact-finding panel headed by a retired president of the Court of Appeal, Justice Ayo Salami, and 6 other members, including DIG Mike Ugbizi, Hassan Abdullahi, representing the Department of State Services, Douglas Ekweme, Nigeria Financial Intelligence Unit, Malam Shamsuddin, OAGF, Muhammad Abubakar, Ministry of Justice, and Kazim Atilebi, civil society groups. The embattled EFCC boss was said to have been accosted on Monday by operatives of the Department of State Service in front of the old EFCC headquarters on Formella Street, Wuse 2, Abuja, around 12 p.m. and weeks to the venue of the panel sitting. The panel's investigation is holding behind closed doors in one of the conference rooms in the old banquet hall of the Presidential Villa, Abuja. Meanwhile, documents obtained by some of our correspondents on Friday indicated that the AGF last year granted approval to some operators in the oil industry to sell 5 sea vessels holding crude oil and diesels forfeited to the federal government. The vessel, valued at millions of naira and laden with tons of crude oil and diesels, were seized by security agencies from illegal oil bunkering operators during different operations. In separate documents, the AGF directed Omoje Nigeria Limited to dispose of the crude oil and diesel in 4 sea vessels through an open bid. In another approval, the AGF mandated the firm to sell 5 vessels, despite the fact that the firm and its managing director, Mr. Jerome Ited, stood trial at the Delta State High Court, Asaba, for allegedly stealing about 12,000 metric tons of crude oil loaded in vessel MT Akwada, aka MT Kwa, valued at 384 million naira in 2009. The auctioneer was to get 3% of the sale. The EFCC had in 2015 arraigned 4 persons on charges of conspiracy, stealing, and receiving stolen goods. The accused included a businessman and chieftain of the All Progressive Congress in Edo Central Senatorial District, Chief Francis Inegbeneki, Chief Executive Officer of Omoje Nigeria Limited, Mr. Jerome Itekpo, Omoje Nigeria Limited, and Ine Oil Limited, owned by Inegbeneki. The suit numbered A/EFCC/16/2015 was filed on March 24, 2015 by A.J. Aroga Esquire and U.R.O. Ewo Esquire on behalf of EFCC. The accused were charged with conspiracy contrary under Section 516 of the Criminal Code Law, CAPC 21, Laws of Delta State 2006. According to the Anti-Graft Commission, the accused sometime in 2009 at Warri, Delta State, within the jurisdiction of court, allegedly conspired to commit a felony, to wit, stealing, and thereby committed an offense. It stated they were alleged to have committed the offense of stealing contrary to Section 383 of the Criminal Code Law, CAPC 21, Laws of Delta State 2006, which is punishable under Section 294C of the same law. However, findings by one of our correspondents indicated that the AGF authorized Omoje Nigeria Limited to auction the forfeited vessel in a letter dated April 3, 2019, with reference number HAGF/ARMU/RMDOVSC/2018/T, addressed to the Chief of Naval Staff, Nigerian Navy, Vice Admiral Ibok Eke Ibas. So, guys, it's a very, very long story that a lot of people are beginning to get involved in this. But of course, we'll bring all that to you. But right now, we have to stop here. And of course, don't forget to drop your comment. Don't forget to drop your likes. And if you haven't subscribed, please endeavor to do so immediately because we are ready to give you trending and exciting news. Thank you so much for being here and staying tuned. Do have a pleasant day. Bye for now.